Why healthy love feels boring after toxic relationships. What if the relationship you've always wanted is the one you're most likely to walk away from? Not because it's wrong, not because there's no chemistry, but because it feels too calm, too predictable, too safe. And after years of emotional highs and devastating lows, safety can feel strangely unfamiliar. If you've ever found yourself missing someone who hurt you, while feeling disconnected from someone who treats you well, this video might explain why. Because sometimes healthy love doesn't feel boring. It just feels different from the chaos you've learned to call love. There's a question many people secretly carry after leaving a toxic relationship. Why'd I miss the person who broke me more than the person who's trying to love me? It's confusing. You finally meet someone emotionally available. They communicate clearly. They don't disappear for days. They don't play games. They don't make you question your worth. And yet, something feels missing. The spark isn't as intense. The obsession isn't there. The butterflies seem weaker, so you start wondering if you've lost the connection. But what if what you're actually losing is the addiction? Today we're exploring the psychology behind why healthy love often feels boring after toxic relationships, and why that feeling might actually be one of the strongest signs you're healing. Most people think they're attracted to people. Often, they're attracted to familiar emotional states. If you've spent months or years in a toxic relationship, your nervous system becomes conditioned to unpredictability. One day you're adored, the next day you're ignored. One moment you're receiving affection, the next you're fighting for attention. This cycle creates something psychologists often compare to intermittent reinforcement. The rewards become unpredictable, and strangely enough, unpredictable rewards create stronger emotional attachment than consistent ones. Imagine constantly checking your phone. Sometimes there's a loving message, sometimes there's silence. Your brain begins chasing the reward, not because it's healthy, because it's uncertain, and uncertainty creates obsession. Healthy relationships remove that uncertainty. The love is there tomorrow, and next week, and next month. To a regulated nervous system, that's peace. To a traumatized nervous system, that can feel like boredom. One of the biggest misunderstandings in modern relationships is confusing intensity with connection. Toxic relationships often feel intense. The arguments are intense. The makeups are intense. The longing is intense. The emotional roller coaster is intense. But intensity isn't intimacy. Real intimacy is slower. It's built through trust, consistency, vulnerability, and emotional safety. Think about a campfire versus fireworks. Fireworks explode across the sky. They're exciting, beautiful, impossible to ignore, but they're gone in seconds. A campfire burns steadily. It doesn't demand attention every second, yet it provides warmth for hours. Many people leave toxic relationships expecting healthy love to feel like fireworks. Instead, they find a campfire and mistake stability for lack of passion. Human beings naturally move toward what's familiar, even when familiar isn't healthy. Someone raised around emotional instability may unconsciously trust chaos more than calm. Why? Because chaos feels known, predictable in its unpredictability. A healthy partner can actually trigger anxiety because they don't fit the old pattern. They answer texts, they show up, they keep promises, and your brain starts searching for danger that isn't there. You may find yourself wondering, do they really care? Why aren't I feeling more excited? Something feels off. Often what's off isn't the relationship. It's the contrast between your old programming and your new reality. Toxic relationships create emotional highs that can feel euphoric. The reconciliation after conflict, the relief after abandonment, the affection after emotional distance. Each cycle floods the brain with powerful chemicals. When the relationship ends, many people don't just miss the person. They miss the emotional spikes. Healthy relationships don't constantly activate survival mode, which means they don't constantly trigger those dramatic highs. At first, life can feel quieter, less exciting, almost flat, but that's because your nervous system is adjusting to a normal emotional baseline. Healing often feels less dramatic than trauma, and that's exactly the point. Toxic love often consumes your identity. You think about the person constantly. Your mood depends on them. Your self-worth becomes tied to their approval. Healthy love does something different. It leaves room for your life, your goals, your friendships, your hobbies, your growth. At first, this space can feel empty. Later, it feels freeing. The healthiest relationships don't become your entire world. They become a beautiful part of it. If healthy love feels boring right now, that doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're settling. And it definitely doesn't mean you've lost your ability to feel deeply. It may simply mean your nervous system is learning a new language. The language of consistency, the language of trust, the language of emotional safety. After years of surviving storms, calm weather can feel strange. But strange doesn't mean wrong. Sometimes the greatest love story of your life won't begin with fireworks. It will begin with exhaling. For the first time, without fear. If any part of this video resonated with you, take a moment to reflect. Have you ever mistaken peace for boredom? Have you ever confused emotional intensity with genuine connection? Share your experience in the comments below. Your story may help someone else understand their own healing journey. And if you enjoy relationship psychology, emotional healing, and deeper insights into human behavior, subscribe and join us for more conversations like this. The truth is, healthy love isn't supposed to keep you guessing. It's not supposed to make you earn affection. It's not supposed to feel like a constant battle for connection. Healthy love feels different because it is different. And sometimes healing means learning that the absence of chaos isn't boredom. It's peace. And peace may be the most beautiful thing you've been searching for all along. Until next time, take care of your heart. And remember, the love that lasts often arrives more quietly than the love that breaks you. Drop a heart in the comments if you're one of the lucky ones to be in a healthy relationship. Subscribe for more modern love decoding.